Let's go with Josh Hart, last pick of the first round. So yeah, we kind of when we did the deal for Anthony Davis, we made sure you were in there instead of Kyle Kuzma. It's basically going to be one of y'all because of salary purposes. We really like your game. Obviously, you probably fit anywhere. Yeah, we don't even really see too much like haggling to do here. I think we're just going to make you a good offer and see what you think. So, how about 4 for 40?
That's a respectable offer. I mean, that's it's a little more than the mid-level. And, you saw guys like Jay Crowder, Royce O'Neal getting money similar to that. Yeah, I mean, I think it's unfortunate that I don't really have a starting role here. And it doesn't really seem like I will have one long-term, given that you're pretty set on playing Zion at the 4, Ingram at the 3. Yeah, I mean, I was thinking something more in like the 4 for 48 range, but 4 for 40 doesn't make me hang up the phone. So, I mean, how much higher would you be willing to go? I'm willing to commit long term, but I was thinking more in like the $12 million a year range.
So 12, obviously we're pretty close again. But so with 4 for 40, the way we're looking at it, that's a lot of guys kind of a little different style, but similar impact type players that it's a good bit more than like the MLE guys you mentioned. That's a little bit more than that. But you look at some of the other guys who recently signed extensions, Chetty Osman, DeAnthony Melton, Derrick Jones Jr., Dylan Brooks, Royce O'Neal. It's a good bit more than every single one of those. Even more than Justice Winslow. And we can go up a little bit. We can go up to 4 for 44.
Yeah, I mean, again, we're not too far off, but I feel like anything less than 12 million a year, I'm kind of, I think I could earn some sort of offer sheet next summer that could eclipse that. And yeah, I actually think Dylan Brooks is a good comp, and I think he was more like 4 for 44.
I think he was a little more annually, but he was only 3 years. I think he's around like 3 for 36.
Yeah, and Winslow was 13 million a year. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think I'm going to hold pretty steadfast on the 4 for 48. I think that's reasonable, and if you don't want to match that, I mean, you don't really. I mean, especially with the fucking Adams extension, you don't have any. You're not going to have cap space moving forward. And Ingram's on a max. I don't know what's going to happen with Lonzo. I mean, you kind of need somewhat cost-controlled rotation players moving forward. So I'm not going to go lower than 4 for 48.
That's a very good counter you have there. Would you be interested in maybe? Well, no. If we are going to get you, we would rather have you for 4 years. I mean, what's $1 extra million a year? Let's do it. Like you said, I mean, we're basically capped out. We've made some questionable decisions, but I guess that's what we're rolling with. And I mean, I don't think this is going to impact using our full MLE or anything like that. And I mean, you're a great fit, like on any team, the type of player every team needs. So we'll do it. Probably a little upside to this deal too. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if you can be worth more than a $12 million player. What about you, Sam? What you thinking?
I just.
Go ahead, buddy.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, I think he may be worth more than this. It's just hard to like. I don't think he'll have a role that's more than like the 7th guy in the rotation. So it'd be hard to show it, but I think he's worth around this amount.
Yeah, you think he could get 4 for 48 an offer next summer? That, I don't know. It feels a little bit high to me.
Well, with the recent news, I mean, every top free agent is going, so that usually leads to 2nd, 3rd, 4th tier guys making basically 1 tier up in money. So, I mean, I definitely wouldn't be surprised if one of these younger teams goes for Josh Hart, especially considering they might think they have to overpay to get him as is.
Yeah, like I think Terrence Ross was like 4 for 50. Maybe he's a decent like analog, not in the game style, but as far as bench 2 guard, he could start in a pinch, and Yeah, maybe that's about right.